Welcome everyone to our channel. Today, we will tell a special story that delves into the incredible connection between counterfeit money and love. We suspect that Owen is using counterfeit money to swap for real cash. It's like a financial magic show. He's shocked and suddenly wonders if Owen is in some kind of trouble, just like a detective plot. So he decides to catch up with Owen about his financial adventure. Owen always keeps wary of the suitor. You've really got some love issues. Don't forget to call me. Chapter 123, very important. Owen is super annoyed and doesn't want to deal with this goof. Jihao chimes in with a loud hey. Don't judge me. I'm a rich kid, I can help you. Just what Owen needs money. So he meets Jihao that night to borrow 800,000. Jihao agrees but adds, this is installment payment, you know. Of course, there are conditions attached, akin to an adult's dating contract encompassing numerous details not so simple. Jihao drags Arwen to a hotel, but Arwen hesitates, fearing he might get played. Jihao offers a trustworthy price, just say, 5,000 and not bad, right? 5,000? I usually pay my sister that, this is nothing. It should be 10,000 if you want sweet. You sound cheap every time it's 10,000. What a generous little rich kid you are. At this price, you could easily get a girlfriend, right? But his heart's still tied up, driven by little sweet thrills if this is the cost of love. Jihao thinks it's worth it, so off they go to the hotel. Owen asks, why do you have a badminton racket? Owen gets his 10,000 and Jihao even packs food for him to take to Akeo. But when Akeo takes a bite, he turns his nose up saying, who made this? It's a culinary disaster. Both of these dishes are too cold, let's heat them up. Owen has been clean for 40 years, and now he's sunk this low for his son. Yet his son acts like a rich kid, just picky. Life seems hopeless, and Jihao visits Owen more often, but now it's more like a skilled date planner. How about enjoying a delightful picnic by the river? However, Owen inexplicably transforms this romantic date into something akin to a business meeting, truly hilarious. After completing his business, he rushes off like a lovesick puppy, dropping Jihao off at his door. Owen doesn't want things to get complicated, but just as they almost start pushing each other, Akeo pops up. He clutches the keys tightly, almost creating an awkward scene. It's not so glamorous relationship. Owen wants to keep the details of it from his son, but surprisingly, the next day the school calls to inform that Akeo has skipped school. Owen is busy at work and can't spare a moment, so he has to call Jihao with a dramatic twist. Can't miss having good gadgets for a scene like this. I recently got a new phone and recycled the old one all through Ahui. Ahui is safe and reliable. Engineers come to recycle right at your door, handling all sorts of devices. Jihao was about to head out, but his heroic rescue instincts kicked in, rushing to the school. But to his surprise, he finds Akeo engrossed in romance novels inside the bookstore, as though he were watching an absolutely captivating and thrilling dramatic series. Jihao decides to grab Akeo, but Akeo sneakily calls the cops instead. This kid is unbelievable. Owen is exhausted, and Jihao and Akeo are taken to the police station. After work, Owen goes to bail them out and is about to lose it, yelling and scolding Akeo. Owen knows that Jihao is the benefactor and his savior, so he should treat him to dinner. Lately, all he can think about is money. No matter how much he earns, it isn't enough to pay back his debt. Stressful. Although he earns 10,000 a day and 300,000 per month, he still has a way to go to reach 800,000. But the collection calls keep coming in, leaving Owen gasping for air, while Akeo is just carefree. Lost in the sweetness of young love, Akeo thinks this is true love. Love is just sitting next to someone you like. Little do they know, the love between kids is extremely unreliable. Soon after, Leah breaks up and Jihao sees it. He learns about the 800,000 death talk about a heavy heart. He comes to understand that his rebellious son has placed Owen in such a dire situation, making it impossible for him not to lend his support. Unbeknownst to him, Chihao begins to assume the role of a father, hoping to alleviate the chaos worries and bring him more ease. Eat something. Why aren't you eating? Chihao acts like he's the dad now. Akeo is speechless. Chihao has no idea how funny he is. Chihao stays overnight, just munching away. What a laugh. The next morning, Akeo passes by his mum's room and sees Chihao in complete disarray. He freezes and Chihao casually asks, "Didn't you want to charge your mum?" This scene is more absurd than a soap opera. Akeo exclaims in shock, "Are you and my mum dating?"